I'm on a journey to see the world's most photographable places, to bring viewers along with me on a virtual photo walk, to show them the best Instagram photo spots and how to get great shots like this. I'm Jefferson Graham, and you're watching PhotowalksTV. Okay, today's photo walk is to one of the great unsung gems of northern Utah, the Heber Valley. Now, I know you've heard of Park City and the Sundance Resort and all the great skiing there. Heber Valley is right in between, about 15 minutes on both sides. You could do some great skiing in the winter, and during the summer months, great weather, bicycling, hiking, all these great outdoor activities. In Midway, you've got the beautiful Swiss village that was developed in the 1850s. You've got the residential neighborhoods of Heber and the farming, and really beautiful scenery and great photography.
Heber is Utah's backyard, so everybody comes to play in our backyard.
So today, let's go explore those Swiss gems in Midway, visit a geothermal hot spring that sits beneath a beehive-shaped limestone rock, go e-biking through the country lands, and all those photo ops here in northern Utah. Make sure that your phone is charged up, wipe the lens clean, check your storage, and let's go photo walk the Heber Valley. Let's begin with the most walkable area of the Heber Valley, and that would be Midway, Swiss village of Midway. First developed by the Swiss settlers in the 1850s, we are not in Disneyland. These are not recreations. These homes are the real thing, built 150, 175 years ago and kept up and lovingly restored. Great place for a photo walk because you're just going to walk up and down these streets, seeing all these great homes. Your camera is going to have a field day. Photo walking through Midway, it's pretty simple. Just start at the intersection of Main and Center Streets, where you will see 3 vintage Swiss homes on 3 of the 4 corners. Walk in any direction to see even more great buildings, go down side streets, and then continue down Main. If you do take Main all the way, past the post office and shops, and turn right to walk up the hill, you will end up at the 2 resorts in the area, the Swiss-themed Zermatt, which opened in 2006, and the Homestead across the street, which dates back to 1891. This is where we will be visiting the crater shortly. But first, I want to take you back into the center of Midway for 2 of my favorite photo ops in town. We will begin by going up to Memorial Hill for a 360-degree view. Memorial Hill in Heber Valley is probably the best spot for one of those great overview shots. Earlier today when I got here, I got really excited because there were clouds everywhere. They kind of disappeared. I wanted to do a time-lapse. I still want to do a time-lapse. And I think even without the clouds, I can show you sunset and the shadows over the valley that look pretty cool. And that's fine and dandy, but I did return the next day and the clouds make the shot, right? The other locale I really like in the Heber Valley is called Deer Creek, and it's to the left of Midway. Just turn left at the light and go down a mile or so until you find a clearing with a good shot of the water. If you come early in the morning, you've heard me say this before, but you're going to see awesome reflections set against majestic Mount Temp. Now, I visited in late May when the green and the snow runoff was particularly rich. I also happened to have my handy-dandy drone with me, which when I went up into the skies, showed a little bit more reflection than I saw down on the ground. I asked Jessica from the Heber Tourism Office to point out some of the most iconic postcard images in the area, and we went over some of them, which of course included Deer Creek in historic Midway, and then there was the Utah Crater.
It's a geothermal hot spring. It's been around, where we originally discovered in the 1800s. It has been developed, if you will, to allow snorkeling and swimming and scuba diving. It's the only warm water scuba destination in the contiguous 48 state.
And if you're like me, you're going to want to get your camera wet, and I know how to do that.
So we'll start with the iPhone. Even though Apple says not to do it, this is a water-resistant camera, not a waterproof camera. But I've done it many times, and it's really good. So here we go.
Beyond getting my phone all wet, I also had some fun with panorama widescreen shots. Here you put your camera mode into the pano setting, place the phone in a vertical position, and photograph from side to side. Another fun thing to try that most people don't do is the tall pano, where you place the phone horizontally and go from bottom to top. In a place like the crater, it's something you really want to do, since the hugeness of the place is a challenge to capture, and it's so easy. The Homestead Resort, which is right next to the crater, is best known for its golf course and winter activities. And of course, if Jeff is there with a camera, he's going to set up a time-lapse, particularly when there's amazing clouds flying over the golf course, right? Next stop, the town of Heber City, population around 18,000. Heber has seen huge growth in the last few years as a more affordable alternative to nearby Park City. It's a residential and farming community, great for getting photos of animals and enjoying the amazing back roads for views.
Come on over and say hi. Come on in. What are you thinking about?
Back roads to Heber, circa 3600 East, is a great place for an expansive view of Mount Temp. Main Street in town will remind you of what life might have been like in the 1950s, or even earlier. I love these old brick buildings. I also am a huge fan of the iconic bowling alley where time certainly has stood still. Not so across the street where the Bagel Den is a nod to current times. However, just down the road, we are about to step back in time once more. All aboard for the Heber Valley Railroad, once known as the Heber Creeper. This is a nostalgic, old-timey, slow 90-minute ride through the backcountry, highlighted by some very energetic singing and dancing along the way. For me, some of the views out the window are just amazing. Last stop of the photo walk, the home of the train, the Dairy King. No photo ops here, but hey, photographers like to eat too, right? Now this is the place where riders like to come afterwards for burgers, fries, and of course, some ice cream. On busy days, the Dairy King will make a whole lot of shakes. How many?
I sold 1,600 shakes.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
I would say my favorite flavor today would be raspberry lemon. Yesterday, it was probably tropical breeze. The day before that, it was probably chocolate chip strawberry. So I don't have one specific one.
Look what we have there. Look at that. Do those shakes look photographable? 2 shakes, because why would you just get one? I've got the mint Oreo and I've got the chocolate-covered strawberry. Where would you even start? I got to be the chocolate-covered strawberry because it's not something that you see every day. Wow. God, that is good. Fresh strawberries too, right? Local. Right? This is amazing. And now we'll go a little green. Green and red. Should be a flag of some kind, Ed. Yeah. Not mint Oreos. Real Oreos. And little red, little green. Opaque little green. Wow.
thanks to GoHeberValley.com and the Zermatt Resort for their promotional assistance. For more information about the Heber Valley and some of the locations that we visited on today's episode, be sure to check out our PhotowalksTV.com website. When we come back from the break, we are headed up the road to another great northern Utah small town, the skiing resort of Park City, which happens to be pretty cool in the summer too. Park City, Utah is world famous for its winter skiing and, of course, the Sundance Film Festival. But when it comes to photo ops, I really love Park City in the summer. And we're talking, of course, about the bright green grass of the mountains against the snowcaps, the views from the top of the ski lift, historic Main Street, and for me, most notably, it's all these trails that run all over town. So stay tuned, and I will show you the best photo ops in the summer in Park City, Utah. If you're new to Park City, know that it's a 45-minute drive from the Salt Lake City Airport, and it boasts 3 ski resorts. In the summer, the Park City resorts are open for bike riding, while Deer Valley stages outdoor concerts. Whether you're into recreation or not, odds are that you will spend time in the very photogenic historic Old Town on Main Street. On Main Street, the buildings go back to the 1800s, so on first glance, it probably looks the same as it did back then, maybe a little bit more colorful. And then on closer look, the stores are a little bit more shishi, a little bit more upscale. But if you look really hard with your photo eye, you're going to see some really amazing buildings to get photographs of. And then the side streets, these wonderful Victorians, these colorful buildings. So be sure to go on the side streets. You're going to see stairs that go on and up really big hills. That's a great photo. And let's end at one of the many lifts. Now, the resort is open for bike riding, or should I say barreling, down the mountain. And remember, you can always stop and snap a photo. You can also enjoy the frequent farmers market to pick up colorful shots of local fruit. One thing to know about Park City is that parking can be kind of hard to come by in the summertime and especially in the winter. So the city officials have free trolleys and buses that will pick you up and take you anywhere you want to go, and they're really easy to use, and again, they're free. Next, let's check out the historic McPolin Farm, which was originally built in 1922 and is said to be the most photographed farm in all of Utah. To get there, park across the street and walk under the tunnel, and now just enjoy yourself on these great paved trails free from the dashing cars at the side of the road. Tours of the farm are infrequent, but photo ops galore. Okay, so finally let's finish up with an awesome bike ride through one of the many, many Park City trails. And no, you're not going to have to struggle getting up those big hills with your pedal power. The local bike shops now rent e-bikes, and they're so much fun. I picked up one from White Mountain Touring and went right outside the door to the Rail Trail, which is a 28-mile trail that will take you down a road once used to bring silver into town, now home to homes, rolling farmland, and wetlands. Besides just being a fun outing, it's also a great place for photos, of course. I stepped off the bike several times for snaps. Take a look. Remember that Park City gets most of its visitors in the winter for the ski season, but it wants to be known as a year-round destination. Visit in the summer and you're going to find way lower lodging rates and fewer crowds. Lastly, in 2025, it was announced that after 40 years as the home base for the Sundance Film Festival, organizers decided to move to Boulder, Colorado, beginning in 2027 because the festival, it said, had become too big for Park City. City officials said they expected a $100 million hit to the town. So hey, if you're looking for a place to visit in January for skiing, don't forget about Park City. And remember that summer is a pretty cool time too. And if you enjoy the mountain activities in Park City and want more of them, you can drive roughly a half-hour north to Salt Lake, where there are 4 major resorts: Alta, Snowbird, Brighton, and Solitude. They all, too, have summer activities. It's time for our photo tip segment, where I show you how to get great vacation photos with your phone. And once again, we open with a friendly suggestion.
So I always tell you about the magic of mornings and the amazing reflections that you might find if you get off the beaten path. So here we are. I've stepped down here by the stream, because this is very photographable. And then if you point your camera in the right direction, wow, check it out. I've got the reflection of the flag and the farm right here in the creek. This is a photo that I am really excited about.
If you do make it to Park City to photograph the most photographed barn in the state of Utah, know that there are several different cool ways to capture her. Are you going to stand right in front and photograph its beauty and just hope for the best? Well, that's one way to do it, but I think I have a better idea. Check it out. The straight-on shot is nice, but how about taking a step back? Right here at the bridge is a really nice place to do it. At this angle, this is a great shot, but you know there's another one that I like even more, going all the way to the other side. Let me show you why. So just walk down the trail a little bit and you will be able to capture the magnificence of the farm set against the green with the clouds in the sky and then a little bit of the mountains in your shot. Start with a 0.5 for a wide-angle shot with the mountains and the trail and the big clouds. Then go for 1x standard wide-angle, which is probably the one that's going to be the best. And try one of the telephotos, whether that's 2x or 3x or 5x, depending on which phone you have. That's a really nice shot too. Another tip, when you are driving through the backcountry, don't be afraid to pull over when you see something that could make a great picture. Now, sure, you're in a hurry and you have someplace to be, but what could be more important than capturing a great photo? So when I saw these cows taking a little stream swim on a hot day, I knew that was a winner. To capture the scene, I again used every variation of the smartphone lenses on my phone and found that the telephoto shot worked best.
If you love the Mountain West like I do, we have plenty of episodes from Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, you name it. I'm Jefferson Graham, and I'll see you on the next photo walk. Bye-bye.